here at the Benelli Keeway booth, which is both owned by QJ Motor. Today, I'm gonna cover all their street bikes, which is a lot, which is all of these. So I'm just gonna do a rundown, somewhat quick rundown on these. So let's start. So this one is, they call the Vanilla, right? Vanilla or something. But this is a 150cc motorcycle. Unfortunately, Keeway in the Philippines, it's been distributed by Mitsukoshi Motors, on which they I'm not gonna say, I'm just gonna keep it that way. So this one is like a Vespa. It's a classic looking retro scooter. So this one has 150cc. It has 10 horsepower. It's pretty weak sauce for 150, but oh well. It says special. And so far it looks sleek. It's nice, and it doesn't have the one-piece look. It has a hump between these two. Then it has some compartments right there, and it has a digi-analog gauges. And this is the European version because it's in kilometers. We go to what the Philippines calls it, maxi scooter. I call this basically like a medium-sized scooter. So it's not as big as the T-Max, or not as small as this one, this guy right here. So this is like a size up, somewhat of a size up. So this is the Vieste 175. So this bike can compete against the Kamote Kings. Let's see what the power does this one have. What? 11 horsepower? Well, the NMAX is like what, almost 20. So this one has a 12 Newton meters of torque, and the weight is, what's the weight of this thing? The dry weight is 282 pounds or 128 kilograms. But it looks nice. It can compete to Marilake or something like that. But I think this one has a better chance because of, this one looks heavy, but oh well. And I think compared to Vanilla or Vanilla, whatever you call it, the Vieste is okay. This one has 107 kilograms or 235 pounds. So this one I think has a better power to weight ratio than this thing. But it looks like this can go against the Kamote Kings. This doesn't. And there's another one right here that's more retro than both. It's called the Shiny 150. I'm not so sure if this is being marketed currently in the Philippines, but look at the red. It's like Mazda red. So basically it has the same horsepower as the Vanilla, yet it's more retro looking than the Vanilla. That one is look like a neo retro. This one is retro. It even has chrome, has the similar bunny ears, but this one has a windscreen, so this helps for long distance riding right here. It has an LCD screen over here too, and I think this one doesn't retract, unlike the Vanilla, whatever you call it. And this is the SC 150. Okay, this one looks a lot more modern. So this one has 150cc, yet it has 13 horsepower. So this is like a Kamote King at some degree. This can go. This is a good competitor to the Marilake Kings. And one thing I like about this scooter, it has a backrest. It has a CC bar at some degree. So your passengers doesn't slide out or whatever if you want to go backing. And this is the 150 RE. So it has 150cc. It has 12 Newton meters and 96 pound-feet. 9 pound-feet, there you go. And then it weighs 304 pounds. Okay, I think this is the most powerful scooter at the moment. And then last but not the least, it's called the 60s. The looks is somewhat subjective in my opinion. And what is this? Germany. This is Victoria. And this bike is 300cc, so this completes directly to one of my favorite scooters, the Vespa GTS 300. So this is a 300cc scooter, and it has 19 horsepower. It weighs right around 321 pounds or 146 kilograms. So yeah, the looks is a little subjective. It has that Victoria right there, and the Victoria down here, and this grill. I don't know if this is a functional grill. Let me see. Let me look at closer. No, it's more of a horn slot than a radiator. I think this is where the radiator or oil cooler is at, and it has that wing thing on the front. See, the reason why it looks subjective in my opinion, because of this. It tries too hard to be a 60s bike, and of course this is a European spec because it has yellow reflectors on the side. I think most of them are. It's besides the point. So I think this opens this seat opens separately. Yeah, it says Victoria again. So this it has the DG analog LCD screen right here. I think Victoria is the one who designed this, maybe. A girl named Victoria. But, oh well. This is the... I don't know if they're gonna rebadge this as a Benelli, but this is their Keeway Benda series. So this is their 302. But if you see the badging right there, it says V302C. They could call this a 302C if they wanted to, if it's a Benelli. So this one has 30 horsepower with 265 Newton meters. And this is a tiny cruiser. And another thing that's really nice about this bike, just like the QJ Cruiser, which is almost, it's the same as the QJ Cruiser. And this one has a belt drive and a real V-twin. Well, I think this is co-platform with the QJ Cruiser that they have. But the styling looks like it's made for Benelli, but they're gonna put this as a Benda brand. Everyone is familiar with this one. This is the TNT 135. I did 2 taste tests on this bike. You can just look it up on my playlist with Benelli with this one. So this is the one that I talked about on my on-screen video. This is the Benelli Imperial 400. I don't know why Benelli hasn't imported this in the Philippines. I don't know why. Basically, this is a retro motorcycle, like a Triumph Bonneville inspired motorcycle. It has a 1-cylinder 374cc, but they're gonna shimmy it to 400 in the Philippines. And it has 15.5 kilowatt. I'll just put a conversion on the screen. Or no, there's a conversion right here already. It has a 21 horsepower with a 29 Newton meters of torque. And to me, this is Benelli, in my opinion. The looks, the shiny parts. And they have another color over there that is all black. Let me show you guys that instead. There you go. So this is what it looks like with the all black look. The other one is red. This one is all black. I like the way they designed the pea shooter exhaust right there. And with a little finagling in the Philippines, this is freeway legal. But yeah, expressway legal if Benelli Philippines will do some finagling and politicking and stuff. See, everything is so old school. Even It might have an LDG analog screen, but it's still retro inspired, really retro. And then next one is, since I'm here already, might as well. This is the 302S. I taste tested this, but for some reason my video got corrupted on that one. But this is their entry naked bike right here. And also this competes against the lower CCs, but not enough to be expressway legal in the Philippines. But I like the color. It matches the wheels, the fenders, the frame, and the tank. Just out of curiosity, it has 38 horsepower and 25.6 Newton meters of torque. This is a nice naked bike, but unfortunately in the Philippines it's a dead market because of the 400cc stupidity. The next one is the TRK 502 base, or I should call it TRK 502S, because 17-inch front wheels. I did a taste test of the 502X. The X is over there. You know what, just a little, for comparison's sake. So this is the 19-inch, oh not the 19-inch, this is the 17-inch front wheel TRK 502, or I call it 502S. And this is the 502X. This is the adventure touring version. Just check out my taste test video on this bike for more details about the TRK 502. Unfortunately, the 502S video that I taste tested got corrupted too. But this I never expected. The TRK 702. This is the S model, and the one in the center over there is the X model. So this is completely new for me. This bike right here. And let me just get the specs. It has 75 horsepower, 68.2 Newton meters, and the weight is 517 pounds. Oh, this is heavy. And this one has inverted forks, just like the 502. And this one has the 698cc. So this bike competes squarely against the Versys 650 because it has that 17 fronts. But this one competes directly against the V-Strom 650, the 702X. This one has the 19-inch front wheels and the same horsepower, same engine as the plain 702 or 702S. And this one also has a real TFT screen right here. And a socket slot right there too. And it has heated seats. It has heated seats and heated grips. I think that's exclusive in this class. Nice job. I can't wait to taste test this bike. One day. Unfortunately, the windscreen is kind of fixed, but everything is streamlined. Even the crash bars really follows through really well. Yeah, unlike the QJ model, the exhaust is a little closer. It's a little bit more tucked in compared to the QJ that I checked out over there. It's kind of sticking out a little bit more. It's pretty cool. I don't know when will this bike arrive in the Philippines, but it's already here in the US, so hopefully they have a demo day so I can taste test this bike. And then there's another offering by Benda. This is the 500cc V4. The Benda V4 by Keeway. This is unexpected. This is nice actually. And it says it's a V4 engine. Has a 54 horsepower with a 42 Newton meters of torque.
There's nothing planned that I know of.
This looks muscly.
Look at that.
Do you have a press fleet at least that we could just test out?
Not yet.
So the real model name on this Benda is called the BD500-2. Oh, it's called Dark Flag. Okay. So this is the Benda Dark Flag V4, I think. It's a nice highlight right there. Look at that. Looks carbon fiber, but I'm not so sure.
Because they're in Kawasaki, Suzuki are kind of, the most bang for your buck as far as I'm concerned.
So this is one of the only few V4 motorcycles that you can buy right now that is not Ducati. I miss motors, but too bad they're stupid expensive and they're not in the market anymore. And then there's another Benda bike that they released here, and it's called the C1002V or Gaokin. Gaokin 4. What do I know? It says Gaokin and it says Thor. Not Chris Hemsworth's Thor, not God of War Thor. But I think this is a... How many cc's does this have? So it's a 1000 cc V-twin, 80 degree V-twin. So it's a real V-twin. But I don't know if it's a belt drive or chain drive. Oh yeah, it's a belt drive. It's a real belt drive. You can see the belt. I think this might be Gaokin. I think it's the Chinese domestic branding. Who knows, it might be shown as a Benda brand here for Keeway, but time will tell. And this looks like a muscle bike. Looks very premium. Yeah, it looks very premium. Yeah, it looks very premium. It looks nice actually. If they offer this in the Philippines, this might be a click. If they price it right in the Philippines, you can, if Mitsukoshi steps up their game of distributing some Keeway bikes over there, this bike has potential. They can rebrand this as a Benda if they want to. Very nice. So there you go. This is the Benelli Keeway booth here at the AIMExpo 2023. Oh no, wait a minute. Hold on. Before I get done and finished, there's two micromotos here. There's this one, the Tromox or Mino B. So he has the Chinese brand serial code right there. So this is the Keeway Mino B here in the US, but in other markets it's called the Tromox. So this is like an electric bike, I think. It's a micro. Looks like a micro live wire. It's already. It's a 1.2 kilowatt, 60 volt, 26 amperage. That it can be swapped. I'll put a kilowatt hour conversion on that one later on the screen. And then what's the range on this? And then there's another one called the Uko S. Uko S. It's another electric, and I believe this is the only micro model that has a single-sided swing arm. That's pretty cool too. I think Tromox will be like a sub-brand of QJ or Benelli or Keeway right here. So this is the Tromox Uko S. So this is also another electric bike. And that's a nice TFT gauge right here. So this one has way more power than the Mino B. It has a 4 kilowatt standard power, and it tops out at 8 kilowatts with 180 Newton meters of torque. That has more torque than a Honda Civic, one of those B16 Civics that you might know. And it has a charge time of 5.5 hours to have it completely charged. There's not much information in my opinion, but the battery, it says 72 volts, 55 amperes, that is swappable. So I'll just put a conversion in kilowatts hour battery capacity on this one. Man, I wish I can bike test all of these. Okay, now I'm done. So this is the Keeway Benelli booth. Lots of bikes. I think they showcase the most bikes here, the Keeway Moto in this event. So, yep. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.